And welcome to another book spotlight. Vicious Verses and Reanimated Rhymes. Zany zombie poetry for the undead head. And this project is one I edited, and it fell into the category of let's just do something fun. Let's do something neat with the zombie genre. Because that's the thing with the zombie genre in general, right? Is we got all of our tropes, we got all of our things that are commonly done. And to a degree, much of what's out there zombie-wise is there's a lot of similarities between every story, right? And so the trick for any writer is to take a concept or a trope or an idea, and if it's common, see if you could turn it on its head, see if you could spin it around, see if you could do something new with it, and then therefore entertain the reader. So I thought, hey, why don't we do a fun zombie poetry collection? Because at the time, and I think even now, there was no zombie poetry available. Like in terms of any form of collection, there might have been some, a piece here or there published, through various publications. But in terms of like an actual anthology, at the time this was published, this was the first one ever. And so far as I know, I don't think there's any others. But I could be wrong. But anyway, the point is, we wanted to do something fun. So Sean Simmons did the amazing artwork. If you could take a look here, you could see it's done in paint. And it was just, I remember when he sent me the cover on email, because we were arguing a bit about something, and he sent me this cover, because I think the first one wasn't that good. So he sent me this one, and he said basically, like, if you don't like this one, there's something wrong with you. And he was right. I mean, I like this one, so there was nothing wrong with me in that context. So yeah, so we added up a border, added in the text, and there we go. Anyway, I'm going to read you the back, and then I'm going to read you just a brief poem from inside, pen name Zed Zefram, and he's going to share just a short little piece that shows the fun of this anthology. But this anthology also contains poems to do with like every aspect of the zombie experience, right? It has everything to do with either one, like, escaping zombies, or shooting zombies, or losing a loved one who becomes a zombie, turning into a zombie yourself, some commentary. Like it's a whole assortment of wonderful ways to look at the zombie genre, and it's done through a poetic lens, which means you're treated to sort of more of a, I guess you could say, eloquent language compared to standard fiction and these types of post-apocalyptic tales. Say that 10 times fast. Post-apocalyptic. Anyway, all right, so this is what it says. Zany zombie poetry for the undead head. The dead rise, the world dies. Mankind falls and enters death's halls. Over 90 poems of carnage, hopelessness, and despair mixed with oodles of the living dead await you. Featuring poems by W. Bills Czolgosz, Paul A. Freeman, Keith Gouveia, J.H. Hobson, Rich Ristow, Lester Smith, Steve Vernon, Zed Zefram, Zombie Zach, and many others. Vicious Verses and Reanimated Rhymes will not only melt your brain, it'll tear out your jugular. So, all right, so I'm going to read you a quick, fun little one. This one should make you smile because it's cute. And this is called Romero Bouquet by Zed Zefram. Very brief. Ready? And okay. Roses are red. Zombies are gray. They'll come after you, either night, dawn, or day. So, did you catch the Romero references in there? I hope so. But that's what you can find in this book. It's just fun zombie poetry. Like I said, some of the stuff is really intense, and some stuff is more lighthearted, just like what I read to you now. And so I invite you to definitely check this out. It's available at all the usual suspects online, both in paperback form, like I'm showing you here, and in ebook. And yeah, support the world of poetry. It doesn't get enough love. Poems are an important medium in a lot of ways for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons basically being it's a very good outlet for expressing the heart, and a lot of people, like through song lyrics, for example, one could argue those are basically melodic poems, right? And people have been able to express themselves, their views, or things on that. So in this case, we just took the same idea, the same concept of expression, but we just applied it to the world of zombies. So that's what you get here in Vicious Verses and Reanimated Rhymes, Zany zombie poetry for the undead head. I hope you check it out, and I hope you enjoyed this book spotlight. There will always be more of these spotlights. Why? Because we keep making books. All right. Cheers. Enjoy. Bye.